meaning it can do air-to-air and air-to-ground missions, both not during the same time, but it can go from an air-to-air to an air-to-ground role. Better than have a radio. Otherwise, you can do the air-to-air.
Well, Christian, looks like we're shaking up for what we call a high alpha pass here. Perhaps you'd like to explain that.
Yeah, this is a slow speed pass. He's going like the minimum speed the F-16 came before. It will be like 105 knots he's doing at this time. So that's pretty slow for the F-16. Times the pressure of the weight on his body. Climbing up, and he's coming down really fast for a high-speed pass. Going like Mach 0.908 almost into the speed of sound. He will come with a very, very high speed from the right to the left, ladies and gentlemen, once more the Royal Netherlands Air Force F-16. Incredible speed for the F-16.
Took him over there.
Oh, I would just love to do that every afternoon of the weekend, wouldn't you? That's a lovely way to arrive at an air show. Now this is going to hurt a little bit, I think, as he bends around on the outside, pushing hard there, but he is a little laid back.
Yeah, it's got the high upwards roll. You'll see the left, the right, the up, and the outside of the F-16. And the F-16 will pass you from the left with his full landing gear down. And now he's going to perform a for the F-16 from all sides. The Netherlands, red, white, and blue. Right now, the slow roll. Just slightly behind the air traffic control tower. If you come by like in 1 hour, Stitch will give away free posters and he will sign them to you personally. On your left, the F-16 is now coming into land. And ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras ready for the grid. And the tracksuit isn't red or white, but it's totally right today.
Yeah, thoroughly deserved applause there. That was excellent work there. He was.
The team is led by Red 1 Squadron Leader Jim Turner. In the left-hand bend, he's called them into 7-arrow formation. The jets now close up to be about 8 feet apart as they form one big red arrow in the sky. Jim is a former Jaguar qualified weapons instructor and Jaguar display pilot and was a Red Arrow from 2005 to 2007. This is his first year as leader. More recently, he's actually been working with the Royal Saudi Air Force team that are here today, and he was their official advisor. Out to our left-hand side, this is 7-arrow. This year's routine. When they present Phoenix, Reds 4 and 5 on the outside will smoke red, as we remember our lost friends and colleagues, Flight Lieutenant John Egging and Flight Lieutenant Sean Cunningham, who were both tragically killed in separate accidents last year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our memorial bend for Eggman and Sean. You can see red 6 and 7 reforming that 7-arrow formation before red 1 calls them into our largest formation shape, which is Concorde. The 4 aircraft on the wings will now drop back to be a beam red 7's jet at the very back of the formation. Remember, they're still flying references on the lead aircraft. From our right hand side, this is Concorde. The aircraft there, 2,500 feet above us at 400 miles an hour. And only 6 to 8 feet apart. As they fly the synchro pass.
I don't like the coming. Slingshot out to the front. Look to your left as you see reds 1 to 5 or Enid approaching as they fly the rollback. Cost 3 times in a 360-degree 6G turn as they flew the carousel. And as they slingshot out to the front, look right 45 degrees. Of the formation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the infinity break. And we are the Royal Air Force aerobatic team, the Red Arrows. As it were, this year the crew bringing it down for a really impressive fly past. Here it comes then, the future of RAF electronic intelligence gathering, the Rivet joint. Right, well, what that's well quiet. Alright, Michael.
Yes, now automatically you can see it's bristling with antenna. Now this is the secret world of nudge wing. And into what we call the quick stop. You just turn it on its head, flick the tail round, a bit of manoeuvrability with both pedals and collective there, and you see how it's tilted slightly into the wind, just to give you a good idea just how much wind there is down there.
There as a manoeuvre to get out of harm's way.
Yes, well, to a certain extent, the fixed-wing aircraft have a similar manoeuvre in the case on the bridge, and it is all to avoid, as much as you can, of either being acquired by a missile or indeed small arms fire. And not dissimilar actually to some of the techniques we used in Northern Ireland in the 70s. So here we go, it's really eating up the air and down in its own version of the corkscrew, capable of course of lifting up to total all that way to 24 tons, quite unbelievable, but only half the weight here today and a very light load, and that's displaying its full manoeuvrability.
Another very impressive quick stop, and now the aircraft will be passing sideways down the crowd line with the rear ramp down, as you can see. The crewman will be in the back. I expect to see some large orange hands. He's giving you a wave. Please do wave back. That crewman being Master Aircraftman Bob Ruffles.
Yes, the oldies are the best, aren't they? That's such a popular manoeuvre, it's really delightful, but still it's very skillful handling, the front end of the cockpit going on there, as the crewman has a lot of fun waving to all you boys and girls. I can assure you it's probably just as exciting for the crew as it is for you watching it at the moment. It's very...
Spitfire roll. Now, leading the team today is Blade 1, Mark Cutmore. This is an important year for Mark. It's his first year of leading the team. He joined the Blades in 2008 and he's been flying a wingman position since then, but this is the first year that he leads the team. In the Air Force he was always going to be upside down on top of everyone else, and with the other pilots putting in a boot for the rudder, this Waddington is called Crazy! Now pulling up at half-second intervals above Waddington, this is called the Snake. Now it's only a small aircraft, 24-foot wingspan, but to show you we can do some big air with our engine, going over the top plane, follow the leader. This is the Whirlpool. Now, I need to go through some shout-outs today. First of all, to Steve Blythe and Daniel Harris, who won our Twitter and Facebook competitions this week. I hope you're having a super day with the family. Very well done for entering. And come and see the Blades at the RAF stand after the display from 2:15 onwards. That's in the military village. Now what you're about to see in these two aircraft shouldn't really happen. For the Blade 1v1 split. Now the left hand side is Blade 2, the right hand side is... And just because it's not a fluke, going around the corner to do it all over again. Here are Blades 2 and 3 crossing just feet apart. Now it's non-stop, it's relentless. Blades 1 and 4 flying towards us, full speed. So blades 1, 2, 3 and 4 pulling up for the blades palm tree splits. So there we go folks, that was the 2012 blade display team. Don't give them a chore, don't give them a cheer, give them a roar.
Great stuff.
Ground from 2:15 to 3:15, the RAF is done, so do come along and say hello. We're going to be in the military village. Also check out our new website.
Yes, some of you may hear. Well, I'm back on air now. Well, the fighters now rejoining the Lancaster. It is also a
It was from this very airfield that the men of number 44 Squadron first took the Lancaster to war 70 years ago this year in 19... He's now running into his high angle of attack barrel roll. There he is.
And that is extraordinary how little air space he used to actually do all of that. A remarkably manoeuvrable aircraft indeed.
Yes, of course, fly-by-wire controls for the Hornet, and a recent upgrade by the Swiss Air Force gave new flight control software which has further enhanced the aircraft's agility. Well, his next manoeuvre is a real favourite. It Hornet displays the square loop. Navy and Marine Corps and developed into a huge success.
Yeah, look what's coming up. It's going to be inverted flight with 3 rolls in the middle. Stand by, some really good shots now. Well, he thankfully just backed off on the throttle there momentarily, just as he was about to break the sound barrier, I think, so thus giving us all a little bit of a pleasurable, but what a wonderful fly past. He's going to drop the gear after this, coming out of this manoeuvre now, and then he'll come back in for landing.
Well-deserved applause. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now
All the talks, the T's and P's, confirming that the straps and everything is ready, because he'll turn this aircraft on its head. We'll see the famous backflip and a little bit of looping as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the right-hand side, he's going to come. He'll go into this one, then straight over the top. Here we go. He'll climb straight back up for the very last backflip of the afternoon. Could be working hard on the other seat there, just checking all the T's and P's are correct, matching the torques, keeping his head inside the cockpit for the final backflip.